The Giants started their preseason off with a 23-21 win over the New England Patriots. So it's time to bring in New York Post Giants beat writer Paul Schwartz to recap, and we're going to have him react to last night's game. Now, Paul, you know I'm going to start with the offense. Daniel Jones and the starting offense went up against the Pats' second-team defense. So what are your thoughts on DJ and the offense as a whole?
Hey, Brandon, I'm talking to a former wide receiver, right? We always start with the offense, right?
You have to.
You always start with the offense. You know that. You don't even know there's another side of the ball. Look, I thought Daniel looked good. I thought he moved well. He threw the ball well. On the second series, got some pressure. And it's funny, we asked him afterwards, you got hit a little bit, right? Because don't forget, he missed the last 6 games last year with a neck injury. And he said, yeah, just like old times, huh? He kind of laughed. But he said he felt fine, never thought about the neck. Look, the first series, Brandon, they got to score a touchdown there. Daniel puts the ball low from the 7-yard line right into Kenny Galladay's hands. He doesn't catch it. Then they have to settle for a field goal. So, if they score a touchdown there, it makes everyone feel a little better. I thought Tyrod Taylor with the second team looked excellent. He looked just like we thought he would. He is a very, very capable backup quarterback, maybe a little more than that. And, I thought they blocked well. I thought Evan Neal and Andrew Thomas looked good. There was one sack of Daniel Jones. I think that was more the tight end Myrick's fault than it was Evan Neal's fault. So, I would give them a decent grade for the first game. And let's not forget Saquon Barkley. Catches a nice pass, does a nice pivot to get a first down. And, didn't get a lot of yards, but had a little burst, picked up a first down. Good first opening start for the starting offense.
Yeah, 15 plays, 63 yards on that opening drive. As you say, you wanted to see them score a touchdown there because as they continue to progress in this offense, that's the next progression in this offense, getting touchdowns and not 3 points. In terms of Saquon Barkley, I've seen enough for him from training camp and preseason. Shut him down. Shut him down. And now to show you that I do know that there is a other side in football, let's talk about Wink Martindale and this defense. This is his first time calling plays for this defense. I know he didn't throw everything that he wanted at the Pats offense, but what were your impressions on the Giants defense on the night?
Let me ask you something, Brandon. What's your favorite flavor ice cream?
Rocky Road. Let's go Rocky Road.
Not vanilla, right?
No, not vanilla.
Why? Too boring, right? Too boring. Look, Wink, this was totally vanilla. He didn't do anything. I think he wanted to do stuff. I saw him a little bit after the game. I think he was a little antsy. He wants to debut and start sending guys, but it was very vanilla on defense. That is nothing like what we're going to see, in Nashville against the Titans in week 1. They stopped the run well. Kayvon Thibodeau, I think he ran into the offensive tackle a little too often, but he attracted a false start penalty. So I'm very excited, more and more, the more I see of Kayvon Thibodeau, the more I want to see of him, put it that way. But, Brandon, and this is a big but, you're a guy who knew, when you line up and there's a pigeon on the other side at cornerback, you're going to exploit him. The Giants have CB1 and Adoree Jackson. I don't know who CB2 is because Aaron Robinson did not have a good debut as an outside perimeter corner against the Patriots. They threw at him often. He got a taunting penalty, which I thought was very soft. I'd be interested to know what you think about it. But it's a teaching tool. You can't do it. He got beat over the top. Got a holding call in the end zone. Just not a good start. He did not look quick or fast, and so that could be a real problem, the second cornerback spot.
Yeah, it's a question mark for sure. And I hated that taunting penalty. He made a play, got up, threw his arms out, and I'm advocating for a defensive back right now, which is it has to be crazy right now, Paul. But yeah, that taunting penalty wasn't enough. But yeah, that is going to be a question mark on this Giants defense. But that's one game I want to really see him progress and really grow into that role because right now we don't know who that CB2 is going to be. So let's move on to some guys who you thought stood out and made an early case on why they should be on this Giants roster this year.
Well, I don't like getting fooled by preseason games and running backs, but, Antonio Williams, the guy they picked up from the Bills, looked good. Gary Brightwell had 1 rushing attempt last year as a rookie, right, Brandon? 1. He was a pretty good special teams player. There was just no place for him on offense. 7 carries for 40 yards. He ran hard. He had some burst. So it'll be interesting to see, if he keeps up his pace on special teams, can he be the third running back? Matt Breida did not play. He's injured. So it was Barkley, and then it was Brightwell, and Brightwell looked okay. So I think he helped himself. As far as the receivers, you mentioned Colin Johnson. He looks good. You're at training camp and you see those practices. He catches a lot of passes. He's 6'6" and 220. So he gives them that dimension. Kenny Galladay's supposed to be that guy. If he can't do it, they may have to use Colin Johnson a little more if he makes the team. And a guy I wrote about last week in the New York Post, Richie James, he's quick. They did not have him doing kickoff or punt returns. I think that is something, obviously, we know he can do. He did that with the 49ers. I thought he looked good. And on defense, Darian Beavers, he started in place of Blake Martinez. He actually made some of the defensive calls. He's a big guy, Brandon. He looks like a NFL player, not look like a rookie just coming in. And I think he can stop the run very well. I think there's a place for him on this roster as well.
Yeah, Darian Beavers put some speed on tape yesterday, not only on that screen, but there was one play where he really showed himself getting to the ball, getting east-west and getting to that football. That's a guy that I definitely have had my eye on this entire training camp. Paul, glad you got back safely this morning. Thank you for taking the time for joining us.
Thanks, Brandon.